In this video lesson, we will talk about LAS file. Now, before talking about LAS file, let's know something about Layer State Manager. So, Layer State Manager is a tool which is used to streamline our work. The Layer State Manager is located under the Layer panel. So, this bar or drop down is used for Layer State Manager. You can click on the drop down menu and you can see that you can add a new Layer State Manager, or you can manage your existing layer states. Now also you can access Layer States Manager by going to the layer properties and palette, and from this tool, which is the Layer States Manager tool. So you can add or import or export from here. Now let's close this Layer Properties Manager palette and let's talk something about layer states. So layer states saves configuration of layer properties and states. For example, you might want a layer to be red sometimes and yellow at other times. You may need that certain layer to be locked off or frozen when you are editing one part of the drawing, but unlocked or thawed when you are editing another part. You could simply spend lots of time adjusting layer properties, but instead you can use layer states. They are much easier and quicker. So let's have an example, then you can understand concept of Layer States Manager. So let's go to the layers drop down and click on this push pin button to keep this here. Keep this panel intact here. Now let's go to the layer unset layer state drop down and select new layer state. So let's make a layer named all on, and you can add a description as well. Now let's go to press OK. So right now we have added a layer state which is known as all on, and in this state we have all of the objects on. So we can view the property from the layer drop down. So in all on layer state we have all the layers turned on, all the layers thawed, all the layers unlocked, and this color setting and the name setting. So now let's assume that you want the text to be red sometime and yellow some other time. Then let's change the color of this text to red and press OK. Now let's select. Now let's save this layer as text red. Obviously you can add a description in your own words about the condition or description of the current layer state. Now press OK. Now let's turn hatch on and dimension and centerline layer off. Also, let's turn off text and the zero layer as well. Okay, let's not turn off zero layer. Now let's save this state as team on line on geometry on. Now let's click OK. Okay, we cannot name using these symbols. Let's skip the symbol and press OK. So in this state, we have the layer and dim or dimension layer on, the geometry layer on, and the line layer on. Now, when I select the drop down menu and move my cursor around the different layer states, then I can see the possible visual effect which will be seen right after I click the corresponding layer state. So in all on layer state, we have all the layers on with their respective color, and in time on and line on, we have only line and dimension and the geometry. In the text thread layer state, we have all the text in red color. So with this configuration and setting, it is quite easy for us to take a reference. Now let's go to the drop down menu and select on manage layer setting, and we have more options. For example, if you want to change the name of any of these layer states, then simply click on the name and you can change the name accordingly. Let's select all on and select anywhere. Now the name has been changed. Or you can do that simply by clicking on the corresponding layer and going to rename and changing the name and press enter. Now you can see many of the options available. You can also add new layer state using the new tool. You can also update your layer state with the help of this update tool. You can also edit it or delete your layer state with the help of this delete tool. Now if you select don't list layer states in Xref, then the layers from Xref file won't be listed. Now there is another restore option which says turn off layers not found in layer state. So there is another option which is restore, and it restores state and property setting of all layer in drawing to the previously saved setting. So you can take the help with the help of this help tool. Now you can import or export the layer state file from these two tools. Now if you want to export this layer state, you can click export, and you can also import. The latest data file saved with LAS extension, so you can obviously use them. So let's try to export one of the layer state with the help of export bar. Now let's click on all on layer state and press export. Now let's go to desktop and select all on.las. So as I have told you that the exported or imported layer state files are in .las extension, which is the short form to layer state. Now let's select desktop as our destination folder and select save. Now let's close these options and go to the desktop. So you have a alias file in desktop with all on name, which means that this is the layer state file which have setting and configuration in which all the layers are turned on. They are thawed with their default colors and names while creating the CAD file. So now that we have exported an alias file, let's try to import the alias file in another drawing. So let's create a new drawing using shortcut Control and N, Control plus and using Control plus N, and let's select AutoCAD and press open. So now we have a new CAD setting. So let's go to layer and unset layer state drop down and to manage layer properties. Now click on import and select desktop as your destination and change the file of type to layer states, which is .las. Now you can see that the layer state saved file is seen. Now select this file and press open. So it prompts an option, so let's ignore for now and press OK. So here you can see that all the layers, so here you can see that this layer or this new layer contains the properties which were configured and saved in all on.las file, in which all the layers were turned on, all were thawed, unlocked in this color and with these names. So in this way we have learned about alias file in AutoCAD and what are their uses. We have also learned about layer states and its uses as well. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video chapter.